there everybody, this is Gina from Gina She's Crafty. So I've seen some unboxings and some hauls from a company called Wish.com, and they sell various items at really discounted prices. I actually placed an order this past Friday, which was the 13th, and I'm actually already starting to get products in, which I'm kind of impressed with. I was originally told that it would be October 26th before I would get anything. So this was kind of a pleasant surprise to find in my mailbox today. I haven't opened it other than to pull it out of the packaging here. There is no invoice, as you can see, but that's okay. This is supposed to hold 72 pencils, and it's 4 tiers, so we'll see what it's like. I basically got this for, I believe it was $7. I'm gonna use my little teapotchy here to cut it open. So let's just see what we get here. Again, this was $7. It holds 72 pencils. It has some little smiley face taggy thingies on it, so that's fun. I'll go ahead and unzip all of these. It doesn't feel as firm as some pencil cases I've had, but you know, that's okay. This is, again, I think I paid $7 or $8 for this. All right, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It can hold 9. A slot. Yep, seems to be the thing. We've got some nicer, wider ones in here, so you could put maybe some markers or erasers, or you know, some other items. Get this out of the way. So that's kind of nice. Let's see how the colored pencils fit in here. This is my Blick Studio colored pencil case that I currently keep my Blick Studio pencils. And so let's just pull one of these out. We'll pull out the Permanent Violet. Let's see what measures up here. So yeah, it does fit in there, so that's pretty good. So you should be able to fit 9. They're kind of loose. I will say that. I don't know if that's the case for all of them. It's kind of loose, but that's all right. It still will hold it in there pretty good, so that's okay. We're gonna make a mark in it. That's all right. It does feel a little flimsier than, you know, this one. I can tell this one is made with a little bit more care. It feels a little sturdier, like there's something more substantial in between here than this. You know, this is easily bendable. It may be a piece of cardboard or something, you know, inside here. It's, you know, it's obviously machine made, and you know, that's okay. I mean, this is just for carrying some pencils around. You could probably put a little sketchbook in here. Maybe one of those Moleskine sketchbooks would fit in here. I don't happen to have one in this room, or else I would see if one would fit in here. That would be kind of nice to be able to put a little sketchbook in here, and it has a carry handle. So, you know, that would be nice. I like the little rubber tabbed zippers. The zipping is definitely stiffer and harder than I would like, honestly, but you know, for $7 or $8, if you don't have, you know, 17 or 15 to spend on one like this, which is honestly not like super, I mean, it's not super expensive, but at the same time, you know, every little bit of money that you save adds up. So this is not a bad little case. I mean, I can see this working for you know, somebody younger, especially. Again, paying $7 or $8. You got to consider there's probably there was some shipping and handling. I can't remember how much it was, but I had close to a little over, I think it was $100. No, I think it was like $78 worth of merchandise, and there was probably a $20 charge for shipping. So you have to kind of average it out and see whether or not it would be worth it to you to do that. I just kind of wanted to experiment because I had seen folks with these purchases from Wish, and I wanted to see what the quality was really like. I do think, I mean, you can see there's some teeth issues here, so I don't know that this will hold up over a long period of time. I think this would be probably good for, like I said, an interim amount of time, or maybe just for travel. You know, you probably don't want to take all of your pencils anyway to any kind of vacation spot. You're going to want to just, you know, bring a few of your favorite pencils, maybe some of your cheaper ones, and toss in a little sketchbook, or even just cut some paper to fit inside here. That's what I would probably do, is I would probably take this and just, you know, cut some papers, you know, it looks like, you know, 5x7, maybe a little bit smaller, 4x6 pieces of paper. And you could even, you know, make your own little tab to hold the papers in if you wanted to. And then that way you would have something a little bit more substantial to hold your papers. I would probably even cut a little piece of cardboard to go over top your papers, because if you have your pencils, you know, over here, or any pencils on this side, then they would probably leave marks on your papers, unless you have a dummy piece of paper here to catch that, or maybe just put pens on this side. So I mean, that's a, you know, it's cute, and it's just regular kind of nylon feeling material. You know, I think that for, you know, the $7 I paid for it, you know, with added a couple of bucks of for shipping, it's, you know, it's cute, and I definitely think it would probably be good for a travel, or for maybe for somebody just getting started in colored pencils and who doesn't want to invest a lot of money in a case right now, or just doesn't have it. You know, you can always find bargains for things. I am constantly looking for the cheapest I can find in art supply. My polychromas, for instance, I've been building my collection of polychromas for a while. So I didn't start out with 120 pencils, which is like $300 something retail, which you can usually find them for about $200 on sale somewhere. Like right now at Blick Studio, I think they're like $193, or digblick.com, excuse me. And I started out with 36, and I now have well over 70. I've got close to 80 pencils right now, and I just ordered some more. But that's what I would do, is I would order 5 or 6 as my budget would allow. And that way I've slowly built my collection. So you don't have to spend a ton of money to get started. If you want better quality products, then wait. You know, find something cheap and that will hold you over until you can buy the purchases that you really want. The polychromas, for instance, I really wanted those pencils because I knew that they had really great light fastness rating. Luminance, the Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils are also very light fast. And I really would love to have a set of those, but they are super expensive. They're even more expensive than the polychromas. But I love the Polychromos, and their light fast ratings are really, really good on most of those pencils. There's only a few that are just like considered good and not, you know, very good, or you know, I think some that are considered satisfactory. I don't know what that was. Looks like a little gnat. Those that are considered satisfactory, that's really not great for light fastness rating. So there's a few Polychromos that are listed as that, but there's not many. And those are ones that I would love to like switch out with some Luminance pencils, since they have some of those have better ratings even than Polychromos. So, but again, I don't have the money for the Luminance, so I'm not getting those. I've decided to put my money toward the Polychromos, and I'm collecting those pencils. And probably what I'll do is eventually get a small set of the Luminance and build on that. Both sets of pencils are open stock. So if you choose something like that, then you can build slowly and as your budget allows. If your budget doesn't allow, so what? You know what? You make art or do art with what you have. If you don't have anything but Crayola pencils and a Crayola case for your pencils, you know what? I bet you can still create some beautiful artwork using those pencils. You don't have to have Polychromos. You know, yes, it may not be light fast for 50 years, but you know, that's fine. You can use it to sketch in, use it to sketch in your books, or use it for coloring books. Those don't really have to be light fast because you're not really exposing those to light. They're closed in a book most of the time. So just, you know, don't worry about buying everything that you see on YouTube and all these different artists and stuff that they have. They've got these $300 sets of pencils. That's amazing. That's awesome. But not everybody can do that. So, you know, if you can't do that, then don't worry about it. Just work with what you have. You know, buy some products that are cheaper. I've got some more things coming from Wish, and when they arrive, I'll probably try to bundle them up into some small batches of things to test and to look at and see whether or not you feel like it would be a bargain for you, something that you could do. And if not, then save your AC Moore coupons and watch sales, and or, you know, Hobby Lobby or whatever store is closest to you. You know, watch those sales. They have some really good sales. I know both Dick Blick stores and Jerry's Artorama. When you go to the actual store themselves, they will tell you how to get the best deal for a particular product that you want. I just recently saw a reviewer who went to Dick Blick, and they actually were like, hey, if you get one more pencil, it's basically like you're getting it for free because, you know, it's so many purchased, you get this off. So, you know, it's things like that, and having that knowledge to know that there are those sales and bargains out there that you can do. So I'm not going to go on and on here. You guys get the point. If you have questions or have something in particular that you want to see, or need to see, or whatever, I'll be more than happy to try to do that. Just leave some comments down below. I'll put a link to this particular product in the description down below if I can find it. They had several different kinds of these just like that, and they were either $7 or $8, and they all held 72 pencils, excuse me. So you really, you know, any of those is going to be probably similar quality. It's probably all coming from the same place anyway. But yeah, so not such a bad deal really. The stitching seems pretty good on the handle, so It should hold up for a little bit anyway. I think I'll probably make this one of my travel ones, and maybe put some extra paper on this side, just so that I don't have to carry around a whole bunch of stuff. But anyway, but that's it. I don't want to make this too long, and you guys have a great evening, and click the like button and subscribe, please, and hopefully we'll have more videos coming out real soon. All right, thanks everybody. Have a good evening.